Letting number 8691. We have 5 bids. Asphalt overlay for Banshee Road, Navitt Road to Missouri Bottom Road, St. Louis Lambert International Airport. Meyer Contracting Inc. MEIER Contracting Inc. $307,715.65. 307,715.65. Gershenson Construction Company, Inc. GERSHENSON Construction Company, Inc. $302,220. 30220.00. J.M. Marshutz Construction Company, J.M.MARSCHUETZ Construction Company, $515,708.50. 515,708.50. Byrne and Jones Construction, BYRNE and Jones Construction, $277,159.30. 277,159.30. LF Crump Construction, Inc., doing business as Crump Construction, L period E F period Crump L period F period KRUPP Construction, Inc., doing business as Crump Construction. $269,188.90. 269,188.90. With the low bidder, please meet with Ms. Bryant in the hallway. Thank you.
Hey, Doc. Oh, good. Irene?
Yeah.
All right, here we're going to get going.
Okay.
Do you have the mic on?
Yes, it's on.
Can you call the roll, please?
Director Scobie is excused. Director Wilson is excused. Director Hayes is excused. Director Augustin.
Here.
Director Eccles.
Here.
Director Edwards.
Here.
And President Bradley.
Here we have a quorum. I'll call the meeting to order. All right. Hearing number 8231. This hearing number 8231 is being conducted pursuant to Chapter 8.97 of the Revised Code of the City of St. Louis. The applicant, Mr. Joshua Gore, DBA Moon and Son Arts Modern Spirituality, LLC, is proposing to operate a tattoo parlor at 3348 through 50 Ohio Street. Due to the nature of the business, the applicant is required to hold a license by this board pursuant to the guidelines of Chapter 8.97 of the Revised Code of the City of St. Louis. Procedural history. October 16, 2018. The Certificate of Occupancy and Zoning issued to Moon and Son Arts Modern Spirituality, LLC, for use of 3350 Ohio as a tattoo studio for personal use. April 15, 2019. Applicant submits to BPS a completed BPS tattoo parlor license application for one chair for the proposed premise of 3348 through 3350 Ohio. June 13, 2019. Letter from the Health Director, Dr. Frederick L. Eccles, to BPS, finding no evidence of health code violations at the facility at 3348 through 50 Ohio Street, and recommends issuance of a BPS license for a tattoo parlor with one chair. July 2nd, 2019, certified letter from the Secretary of BPS is mailed in which applicant and property owner are notified of today's hearing, and a copy of the public notice of today's hearing was posted. As outlined in Section 8.97.070 of the Revised Code of the City of St. Louis, the Board of Public Service may approve such application after a hearing, if it is satisfied that the applicant is of good moral character and the applicant is given evidence that he will be able to operate the premise in compliance with all regulations and laws governing such premises, and the applicant is a resident of the state of Missouri, and his neighborhood consent petition is in due form. The applicant's premise are not within 500 feet of an elementary school. The Board of Public Service has in its possession and therefore admitted into evidence the following documents. Item 1. A certified copy of Chapter 8.97 of the Revised Code of the City of St. Louis. Item 2. The applicant's file with the Office of the Secretary, Board of Public Service, which includes but is not limited to A. The above referenced license application withdrawing of the proposed premise. B. Public notice of today's hearing. And item 3. Occupancy permit from the Zoning Division issued for 3348 through 50 Ohio Streets to be occupied as a tattoo studio with a retail sales and art studio for personal use. The board will swear in and hear from the applicant and those in support of the applicant's proposed use. The board will then allow those in opposition of the tattoo parlor, if any, to address the board. After each has had the opportunity to speak, the board will allow for any rebuttal. The board asks the applicant to please come forward and be sworn in.
I do.
State your name for the board, please.
Joshua Gore,
State your address, please.
3348 Ohio Avenue, St. Louis, Missouri, area code 63118.
Good afternoon. So I'm going to go through a series of questions here, and I would just ask that you please answer them honestly for the board. Are you a resident of the state of Missouri?
Yes, I am.
The state of Missouri requires that tattoo establishments be issued a license from the Director of the Division of Professional Regulation for the state of Missouri for operation. Do you have a license for the proposed establishment?
From the state?
Yes.
So we just had our inspection with them. No issues. I'm just waiting for the paperwork in the mail right now.
Okay, so you're in process of doing the paperwork.
Well, it should just be issuing the license now. Yeah.
Okay. How many chairs are being applied for today?
1 chair?
Okay. And are you aware that any increase in the number of chairs must be applied for with this board?
Yes, I am.
Okay. And how many employees will you have at the establishment?
2.
Okay. And do all the tattoo artists have their Missouri state licenses?
Yes.
And I'm assuming there will be 1 tattoo artist, or will there be 2?
I am currently, I have an assistant who, as soon as we receive our licenses, will be registered with the state as a supervisory relationship, which is an apprenticeship for a tattoo artist. So ultimately there will be 2 artists, but right now it's just me.
Okay. And will you be able to comply with all the provisions of Chapter 8.97 of the Revised Code of the City of St. Louis, which include the following? A, do you understand that as an operator of the tattoo parlor, you are at all times responsible for the orderly conduct of the establishment and all the acts of your agents, servants, or employees in the operation of the same?
Yes, I am.
Okay. B, do you understand that the tattoo establishment may only be open between 9 a.m. and 1 a.m.?
Yes.
And what are your proposed hours of operation?
I think we're going to be open from 11 to 10 p.m.
Okay. C, do you understand that tattoo parlors shall be kept clean and well lighted so that the rear of the premise is plainly visible from the front?
Yes.
And will you be able to comply with us?
Yes, I will.
And finally, D, do you understand that no tattoo parlor shall allow or permit any loud noises, boisterous or disorderly conduct in or around the premise or on the grounds of such premise, and the operator shall prevent loitering of persons on the premise or around the premise at all times?
Yes.
And will you be able to comply with that?
Yes, I will.
Okay. Does the board have any further questions for our applicant today? Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I believe we have a gentleman from the Department of Health here today. Is that correct?
Lady.
Yes.
If so, please step forward.
Lady.
Okay. Lady, excuse me. Madam.
St. Louis City Health Department, Inspector Jacqueline Trotman.
Can you tell us about your investigations of the proposed tattoo establishment?
Upon investigation, I did a sanitation inspection. The establishment did adhere and pass all the requirements that that are required by the health department. There were no violations at that time.
So no outstanding violations.
No.
Anything else that you would like to tell the board?
I did just mention to Mr. Gore to make sure that all of his disposable items that are used, including gauze, Band-Aids, or whatever that comes in contact with bodily fluids, that be put either in the red biohazard bags or his box that he puts his disposable needles in, and make sure that they are disposed of through a reputable agent that disposes of medical waste.
Okay, very good.
But that was the only thing.
Any questions from the board for the representative from the Department of Health? Thank you very much for your time today.
Thank you.
If there's anyone else in favor of the applicant and the proposed establishment that wishes to testify, please come forward and be sworn in at this time. Seeing none. If there's anyone in opposition to the applicant or the proposed establishment that wishes to testify, please come forward and be sworn in. Seeing none. The matter concerning hearing number 8231 is now closed and submitted. The board will continue with its regular agenda. We have a quorum, so please proceed.
Plans and specifications for letting number 8700 2020 Capital Main Replacement Program, 6-inch main in Mary Avenue, St. Louis Water Division. Plans and specifications for letting number 8701 MEP improvement to 12th and Park and Wold Recreation Center, St. Louis, Missouri, project number 2018-30070. Preliminary approval for letting number 8685 PA System Replacement Phase 3, St. Louis Lambert International Airport. Preliminary approval for letting number 8697 replace 4160V feeders for Transformers 8 and 10 in Terminal 1 Garage, St. Louis Lambert International Airport. Contract and bond for letting number 8696, reconstruction of taxiway Kilo from taxiway Foxtrot to cargo apron, St. Louis Lambert International Airport. Addendum number 1 for letting number 8699, Terminal 1 Concourse A Gate electrification, Phase 2 at St. Louis Lambert International Airport. Supplemental agreement number 5 to PSA number 1186, Environmental Consultant Services, St. Louis Lambert International Airport. Equipment Services Division contract for certification, diagnosis, repair, replacement, service, and electrical testing, hydraulics, ladder, plumbing, pumps, and torque boxes on fire apparatuses, equipment, and fire trucks with Banner Fire Equipment, Inc. recommends approval. Recommendation that the following festival zones be approved, subject to certain conditions as follows. CARE STL Health, July 27, 2019, at Whittier between North Market and St. Fernand. Carr Square, September 1st, 2019, at Loretta Hall Park and Carr between 15th and 16th, Shelby between Carr and Cole. Great Forest Park Balloon Race and Glow, September 20th and 21st, 2019, at Forest Park at the Grand Basin and Art Hill. From the President and Director of Streets, application from Terminal Railroad Association of St. Louis. They have selected Wash Construction Company to rebuild the Merchants Bridge, including its 3 main spans and the east and west approaches spanning the Mississippi River between the city of St. Louis and Venice, Illinois. Recommends approval. From the Director of Public Utilities, a private communication system license agreement renewal between the City of St. Louis and Duke Manufacturing Company, granting a limited license to use specific portions of the public right-of-way and other public places pursuant to the terms and conditions hereof for the purposes of construction, operation, use, replacement, reconstruction, and maintenance of a communication transmission systems. Recommends approval. From the Director of Public Utilities and Streets, joint recommendation that the following permits be approved subject to certain conditions as follows. Amarin, Missouri, to replace 1 pole in its existing location in the right-of-way it's not on the front letter. At Kings Highway, Bischoff, and Botanical, I guess. Okay. And Department of Veterans Affairs to encroach with electrical conduit across Beale to run underground electric to new parking lot serving the VA hospital. Collegian Development LLC to encroach with handicap ramp at 3000 Locust. Washington University to encroach with vehicular wayfinding pedestrian signage at 1 Brooking Drive, east end of Danforth campus per plans. Keel Center Partners, LP, to encroach with building addition of an exhaust shaft at 1401 Clark. Recommendation that the following permits for IKEA Smart City be filed by reason of the fact that the applicant will be resubmitting the encroachment request with detailed plans. Let me just read the numbers. Read the numbers. Okay. The following document numbers are to be filed: 295-811, 295-812, 295-813, 295-814, 295-815, 295-816, 295-817, 295-818, and 295-819. From the Director of Public Utilities and Public Safety, joint recommendation that the following permits be approved subject to certain conditions as follows. Anderson Asset Management to subdivide land at 29, 28 through 30 Victor in City Block 2080. Gina Fitzmaurice to subdivide land at 2708 Missouri in City Block 1802. Ribbon Cutter Investments, LLC, to subdivide land at 2825 through 29 North 14th Street in City Block 1121. And Kevin Thompson to subdivide land at 3515 through 17 Tennessee in City Block 1588. From the Director of Streets, recommendation that the following permits be approved subject to certain conditions as follows. West End Bistro, LLC, to encroach with Sidewalk Cafe, 4 tables, 12 chairs with liquor utilizing 130 square feet at 5511 through 13 Persian. John Harrington to paint the flood wall on the South Wharf from Shodo to Victor, August 30th through September 1st, 2019. Rise Community Development to encroach with 45 feet by 4 feet banner across the street from building to building between 1520 Washington and 1619 Washington. From the Director of Public Utilities, Public Safety, we have the conditional uses.
Good afternoon, Mr. President and members of the board. My name is Sandra Long, zoning specialist for the city, and I'll be representing the building commissioner at today's meeting. Per board order number 766, transmitted herewith are recommendations for the following conditional use agenda applications. Approval with conditions is recommended for 9 applications: 6202 Marquette, 4748 Rosa, 5058 Durant, 3878 Page, 5017 Gravois, 2014 Gravois, 2111 Cherokee, 3108 South Kings Highway, 2924 South Jefferson. I request that these recommendations be approved as submitted.
Are there any questions or comments from the board on the conditional uses? Seeing none, I'll take a motion to approve, please.
Motion to approve the currently list with approved conditions.
Will you second, Irene?
Second.
Okay, moved and seconded. Sonia, you grab the judge. I think he's in.
He's on the phone.
It's on the phone.
Is he on the phone?
On the phone.
Great, okay. Can you call the roll, please?
Yes.
Okay, Director Scobie is excused, Director Wilson is excused, Director Hayes is excused, Director Augustin.
Aye.
Director Eccles.
Aye.
Director Edwards.
Aye.
And President Bradley.
Aye, conditional uses are approved. Hearing number 8231 for 3348 through 50 Ohio. We have a proposed tattoo establishment. We heard from the Department of Health that it passed all inspections. We heard from the applicant that he complies with all the laws and requirements of Chapter 8.97 of the revised code, and there were no concerns from the board. I would like to open the floor for any discussion or questions or comments at this time. Seeing none, I'll take a motion, please.
Motion to approve the application for Moon and Sun Arts Modern Spirituality Tattoo Establishment.
I have a motion to approve. Do I have a second?
Edwards second.
Moved and seconded for approval. Can you call the roll, please?
Director Scobie is excused. Director Wilson is excused. Director Hayes is excused. Director Augustin. Director Eccles.
Aye.
Director Edwards. And President Bradley.
Aye. The application's approved. Today's agenda, questions or comments on the agenda? Seeing none, I'll take a motion for approval, please.
Motion to approve today's agenda.
Second.
Motion and seconded for approval. Can you call the roll, please?
Director Scobie is excused. Director Wilson is excused. Director Hayes is excused. Director Augustin. Director Eccles.
Aye.
Director Edwards. And President Bradley.
Aye. Today's agenda is approved. Motion for adjournment, please.
Motion to adjourn today's meeting.
Oh, yes, I do. Thank you so much for that correction. I'd like to turn your attention to our meeting minutes from last Tuesday, July 16th, 2019. Questions or comments on the minutes? Seeing none, I'll take a motion to approve the minutes, please.
Motion to approve the last meeting's minutes.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Can you call the roll, please?
Director Scobie is excused. Director Wilson is excused. Director Hayes is excused. Director Augustin. Director Eccles.
Aye.
Director Edwards. And President Bradley.
Aye. The minutes are approved. Now, motion for adjournment, please.
Motion to adjourn today's meeting.
Okay, you have a second. Motion and a second. Can you call the roll, please? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Meeting adjourned. Thank you all.